I have a confession.
Oh?
I was too hasty to judge you.
You mean that?
I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
I think I should say thank you, but I'm actually not sure. But I do appreciate the honesty. And on that vein, in the beginning, I too thought you were stubborn, cruel to an extent. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And then definitely a bit judgmental. But my opinion has since changed since we've gotten to know each other. But, you know, that's how I felt in the beginning.
Yes, all that is true. I am cold as the sea of night. But you have stoked fires I didn't know I possessed.
I've done what?
I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect.
Really?
And more still, my yearning.
When
I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
I am flattered by that, descriptor that you just gave, but if you have this much respect for me, why have you been so grouchy, out of curiosity?
If you must know...
Oh, I must.
Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Bah, enough talk. I will be plain.
Okay.
I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you?
I am personally immensely flattered, Lae'zel. It is honestly, that is such a nice compliment, to be sure, but, I just want to be friends. You understand, right? Like, I want to get to know you better and more about the Githyanki culture and be friends, but, I mean, no, not that, like, just friends. So thank you, but, no, thank you.
Your loss, I fear.
I know.
One day soon, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt, and you will wish you could return to this lost moment.
I wholeheartedly believe you. Shadowheart?
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Okay, what's up?
Something important.
Okay. Yeah, sure. What's wrong?
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life.
No, you don't.
Twice over, in fact. You supported me against Lae'zel. I may not have survived that night without you. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Oh, Shadowheart, I am sorry to hear that happened in that way, but I guess I don't understand, and forgive me for that, but if this is such a big and important ambition as far as being somebody who worships Shar goes, why keep it a secret?
Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shar would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me.
Forgot?
Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
You had mentioned they had wiped your memories before you embarked on all, like, this... Oh, Shadowheart, I'm sorry. I am happy that you've remembered, though, but do you think that they'll ever relent and allow you to become one?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shar's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
If this is something that you really and truly want, Shadowheart, I believe you'll do everything you can to make it happen. So, if there's anything I or probably the others can do to help, let us know, all right? And thank you so much for sharing this. I can't imagine it came easy to you, so thank you. I guess I'll talk to you soon. Well, anybody else have anything they want to share, talk about? No? Okay. We're going to introduce ourselves to everybody else that isn't necessarily a myconoid because is this? Oh, this is what they had shown. Okay. This, interesting. I wonder what's beyond there. But, oh my goodness, you're beautiful.
Want master back. He treats me good now. Doesn't kick me anymore.
Okay. Your master's missing? You're beautiful, though. My goodness. Can I talk to you for a quick second?
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day.
The
You see
shrooms?
a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
No. Actually, I don't believe that I've seen him.
Right. Never mind.
May I ask who he is to you?
My useless husband.
Oh.
Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
I am so sorry to hear that. What does he look like so if I see him on the road I can kind of help out?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Oh, okay. That's quite the descriptor. I'll keep out, or the lookout for a bald person in a blue tunic who is lost. Do you need any help finding him, or?
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him.
Oh, I
You try
won't.
to ransom him to me. You'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Oh, no. I wouldn't do that. That's weird and awkward. No. I mean, I'm in the area. If I see him, I'll send him home. It was nice meeting you,
Might be
though.
enough to cover rent.
And then, wasn't there somebody up here, though, that we hadn't introduced ourselves to? I'm super curious as to the people that are, like, not myconoids, but living amongst them. It seems
Perhaps Amelia is right.
not... Oh,
I should get a mask.
hi! May I say hi?
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight.
Hello, it's nice to meet
Let
you.
us observe the customs of the locals.
All right, yes.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
You say the sweetest things. I've never met a hobgoblin. Like, I hope that that's not rude, but you just seem very different to the others I've met.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community.
Agreed, very much so.
It is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality.
That's
My
actually...
colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark.
Oh.
This need not be such a dire, hostile place.
Oh, well, that's
It's
interesting.
curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep?
I'm a lot of things, actually. If we're gonna be honest with each other, I was infected with a tadpole, and I'm looking for a way to moonrise to get rid of it.
Truly remarkable.
Yeah.
But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power?
You know what? Let me give you the whole story. This will take a minute. Get comfy. Do you have some tea? You're probably gonna need it.
You were infected by an illithid tadpole?
Yep.
It's a miracle you're still intact.
I know.
You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist.
What?
Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zirkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside her head, but she hasn't turned.
No cell morphosis? That's impossible. But intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
I'm sorry. An illithid is your friend? I thought that was nigh impossible.
I have broken free from the Elder Brain's yoke. I no longer serve the grand design. I ask that you refrain from violence.
Of course,
While
of course.
I respect that your opinion of my kind may not change.
No, I mean, of course, like, I wasn't about to just, like, outright attack you. I was just a little, taken aback, as you can imagine, given everything I've gone through. I heard from one person explain the grand design, but I'd love to hear it from your perspective, if that's all right.
A collective quest to eliminate the Gith and enslave all other humanoids. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just, take a deep breath there.
As the Meloam's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
In stasis? May I ask what happens if the stasis goes? I think I know the answer, but I'd like to hear it from you.
I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Omelium.
Well, yes, but that wasn't my point.
Can you extract it, or is that impossible?
No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma.
Oh, that really doesn't sound like a good time. I'm glad to have had this information, though.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you.
Okay. I'd like to stay breathing.
But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
Oh, thank you. May I relay to you some additional information about the Mind Flare ship that I had been on, just in case that helps you?
A nautiloid?
Yeah.
Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself.
Really?
They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion.
Interesting. Thank you so much for the information. It was good getting to meet you both.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal.
No, I understand.
But I have an idea.
Oh?
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Bypass. But the stasis is why the tadpole hasn't killed me. So by bypassing it, wouldn't that then turn me into an Illithid?
I do not intend to shatter its protection. I need only bypass the interference that prevents me from communicating with the lava.
Okay, and what kind of alchemy are we talking about?
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Yes. Yes, it is. Eating those doesn't sound like the best of ideas.
My formula will hamper the more harmful effects once the mushrooms are brewed into a potion.
Oh.
Your sanity, however much you possess, should remain intact.
I do like it that you mentioned however much sanity I may possess, because to be on this adventure, means I probably don't possess much at this point. So where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course.
Of course.
Although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric.
Lenore? Why would a cleric have so many dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Interesting. I guess I'll come back then when I find them and we can go from there.
May your travels be safe and swift.
Okay.
Perhaps.
So
But at such an accelerated
that
rate.
was interesting. Does anybody want to talk about what we just learned? Anybody?
Yes.
No, just wanted to know if you want to talk about that. No. Gail, do you want to talk about it? So I guess at this point, we are gonna go do a big murder to avenge the Myconoids. And then, I don't know how to get out of here. Was it this way? I think we came in this way originally. We're gonna do a big murder to avenge them. But it also sounds like the people that were doing the big murders on them that we need to avenge for were in fact, what is the word? The Absolute. Did you see that the, like this guy, did you notice he's wearing the amulet of the Absolute? So I propose we go help them out, do a murder, maybe find these mushrooms and get our tadpole experimented on. Because what's the worst that happens? Guardian yells at me for what I'm about to do. I mean, he's yelled at me enough as it is. Like, it's kind of one of those, like, well, if you're going to yell at me, I might as well do something worth being yelled at for. You know what I mean? And then we've got other people to find, like, the Iron Hand and stuff like that. So, who are these people? Is this just... Oh, okay. Well, they still had stuff in their pockets.
Those corpses.
Yeah.
Looks like there was a Dwergar attack.
Yes. I think that is 100% what it was. So, we'll just keep following the road and hope we find the Dwergar we're looking for, huh? I have no idea how I've gotten us to where we are, and the fact that everybody followed me here is impressive as well as concerning because there was jumping involved. But I saw this ledge and it looks like I can climb down, and I figure we're already in the Underdark, but what if there's something deeper than the Underdark? Shouldn't we go explore while we're here? I mean, of course, we'll get revenge for the, you know, other people, and we'll find that person's like iron somebody or others and stuff like that. But how often do you just get to explore the Underdark like it's nothing? Never, exactly. So let's just go and see what we find. Hey everyone, do you have some slight regrets on my whole what else is there in the Underdark kind of thing? Because I can't lie, I'm having a few regrets. Just a smidge right now. What is that? Oh no, I can't leave this alone. Do you see the story? It's telling itself. Why are they glowing? And why are they chanting and everything? What have we stumbled on this time? Is there a way down, we think? Or okay. Down the netting. Okay, careful, the netting is a little tangly. Hello everyone.
Our blood to fill your oceans. Oh blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Word priest promises. Your god wants proof. Wants blood.
These beings are Kuatoa, former Mind Flayer's slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
Well, this is new. Hello.
You,
Me.
our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
Listen. You are listening to the greatest of falsehoods that you could possibly listen to. That is not your god at all. Never has been, never will be. You are being lied to, and I am here to free you from the false god. Watch. The power of my dice will show that I am indeed correct right now. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for playing along.
Not real.
No, it's
You
unfortunate.
sense a flicker of doubt, brief but enough. For an instant, the godly presence falters.
Are you looking for your god, Boal? Because that is me, Lord of Murder. That's me, all me. That one is a liar. You can't trust that one. The falsehoods that they have been spreading this whole time. I have come here to get justice and vengeance for everything that has been wrong to me. You've been worshiping the false god. I can't believe that this has happened. Dice, once again, show them the error of their ways. Thank you. See, once again, the sacred dice of your god has spoken.
No! Shut it! Shut a rotten mouth!
You feel the presence waver. One moment a god of awesome power, the next a common redcap.
Really? You?
Bollocks!
Uh-huh. Hi.
Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share.
Blessed Boal. What?
I've told you.
Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you?
No! Liar! Liar! You have to destroy this pretender god, my chosen. You all are my chosen. And you can't listen to him at all. You see what he's already done to you. What mockery he's made of you. You can't let this stand. Once again, the sacred dice, speaking for your god. Wow, the sacred dice really agreed. Do you see how over-agreed they agreed? That is how furious the dice are today at this false god.
No, no, no! I'm the Lord of Murder!
Nope.
Me!
Nope. Yup. So, Lord of Murder gotta go, and then we'll be fine. Let me show you my power with this Lord of Murder right now. Look at how I've already frightened him so quickly. And then my good friend will also once again show you how easily defeated this god is. Look it. Oh, it's pathetic. It is. I feel bad that you all have been fooled by this pretender god for as long as you have. But we are going to put an end to this here and now so you don't ever have to listen to this pretender god again. Right? Astarion, can you finish off this pretender god and show them what, you know, the awfulness that they have had to suffer? Overkill, please. Thank you.
You've slain the pretender. We knew in our hearts the god Boal was false.
Your hearts are so pure.
We see you. We know you by your true name, Mahkloompah.
Oh, hells. Why not? All hail Mahkloompah!
What is to be your first commandment, O great god?
First of all, I would like to say that it is commendable how pure your hearts all are, given the awfulness that it seems that you have had to go through all these long, I don't know if it's been years or days for you, under the false god. But I, as your god come back, I'm just so pleased that you've seen through the lies. However, my first order of business, by first order, I mean the first order back in business, would be no more blood rituals. It kind of grosses me out, I'm not gonna lie. Plus, it stinks up the place.
You test us,
I do.
Great One.
I do.
There are other ways of showing devotion.
Get creative.
Strangulation, perhaps. No matter. Your glory will be sung, great Mahkloompah.
What was in this? What was in this false god's pockets? Out of curiosity, just a ring. I mean, I'll take the that. And then what was this? Was this a? Aha! Just a sacrifice. Thank you all. Your god will return one day, but until then, carry on. So, you know, everyone, just remember, I am a god now, apparently. I didn't need anything or any help to ascend to godhood. I just did it all by myself. I'm just really talented like that. Do you see that? It was easy. Oh my god. Oh, my bard skills occasionally really and truly do come in handy. Oh, I can't wait to tell. I have no idea who I'm going to tell this story to. Honestly,
Might be worth a look.
this is probably just a great skill to have, or a great story to have, just if, you know, and when we make it back to Baldur's Gate, and I can use this as a story, tell everybody of our heroic deeds. I don't think there's anything else to really do here. Okay, so let's try to get unlost. Good luck to us. I don't think it's possible. But we're going to do our best to get unlost so we can go... What were we going to do? Get revenge for them? Or something like that? Because those poor people, like the way that the... was it the Dwagar were murdering them and stuff? That's not fair. I don't like that at all. Needlessly, too. And then there were children involved. I mean, in fairness, their version of children is not most of our version of children, but here we are. Anybody want to talk about my godhood out of curiosity? No, maybe?